God says, this is very serious. Jesus is begging for you right now, with tears in his eyes and love in his voice. This is not for everyone. This is for you, only you, chosen out of millions, because something dangerous, heartbreaking, and irreversible is set to happen to you on the 12th of July unless you listen now. This message isn't just a divine warning, it's a spiritual lifeline. And if you ignore it, you might break in ways you never thought were possible. Your soul is standing at the edge of something massive, and the heavens are thundering for you to open your heart before it's too late. Jesus sees what you cannot see. He sees the betrayal being planned behind your back, the secrets that are being hidden under polite smiles, and the false love being shown to you that's covering a dangerous truth. There is someone who has spoken your name in a room full of people who do not wish you well. On July 12th, a conversation will happen, a decision will be made behind your back, that will affect your life so deeply, your future may never look the same again if you don't act now. That's why this message came to you like a divine fire. Because God says you must be protected from what's coming. Your name has been marked in a spiritual book, not by humans, but by angels and archangels who are tracking your every step, guarding you from the traps being silently placed by someone very close to you. Jesus is crying because this person, whom you may love or trust, is working with someone else, and their plan has a deadline, July 10th. A date that is not far, a date that can be turned into a day of deliverance if you open your eyes today. If you don't, you will cry so much, not just because of the pain, but because the betrayal will feel like someone stabbed you and smiled. Jesus wants to prevent that heartbreak. He is pleading for your attention. Right now, heaven is shaking. Archangel Michael has drawn his sword, not in anger, but in urgency. He is circling your name, your energy, your destiny, because he sees someone sending negative words, jealousy, and dark intentions toward you. These energies are not random. They are directed. A person you thought was harmless has turned into someone deeply envious, and they're doing something spiritual against you. They went to someone. They paid someone. They said your name, and they asked for your downfall. July 12th was the date chosen. But God says, no weapon formed against you shall prosper, if you listen now. Jesus is begging because he already took your pain on the cross. He knows how deep your wounds go, even the ones you never speak about. But he's also watching as your faith is being tested right now. Some days you feel strong. Other days, you feel like you are invisible to everyone, including God. But you are not invisible. You are being watched more closely than you can imagine. This isn't just about warning you. It's about waking you up. Because heaven has plans for you. But hell is trying to intercept those plans through someone who has lied to you. Smiled at you. Hugged you. And still, they have a plan in motion for your pain. July 12th is a crossroads. A divine clock is ticking. And Jesus says, if you don't spiritually realign yourself before then, you will miss something that was meant to change your whole life. There is an opportunity that will pass you by. There is a meeting that will happen without your knowledge. There is a connection, a divine soulmate, someone who is crying out for you in silence. But you'll miss them if you remain connected to the wrong people. One of your biggest blockages right now is a relationship that is not what it seems. And God has been showing you signs, but you keep ignoring them because your heart is too kind. But kindness, if not paired with wisdom, can be a doorway for disaster. That is why Jesus is begging now. He's begging for you to see. Because he doesn't want you to be left weeping on the night of July 12th, wondering why no one warned you. This is your warning. This is the voice of heaven. God says someone is playing with your destiny. They are speaking negative words over your name and even laughing with others about something you trusted them with. They are plotting something, and their actions are about to be revealed. But you must prepare yourself. You must pray. You must fast. You must spiritually protect yourself now. Because God says, there's another truth. Someone else, someone powerful, someone divinely connected to you, has been searching for you. They've been praying for you without even knowing your name. They felt your pain. They had dreams about you. And they are meant to bless you with something major. But this spiritual block around you is keeping your blessings from finding you. It's like a cloud is covering your name. You've been hidden too long. But not anymore. July 12th was supposed to be a spiritual assassination. But God is about to flip the script. If you listen, Jesus is interceding. Even as you read this, the angels are moving through dimensions to reach your energy. They are whispering to your soul, telling you to come home, to surrender, to awaken. Because the enemy knows your name. And that enemy used to be your friend. Someone is showing fake love, and the minute your back is turned, they are feeding lies about you to others. Their goal is to ruin your reputation and cut you off from your blessings. But they underestimated something, your favor. You are divinely favored. That's why Jesus is fighting for you. That's why Archangel Michael has been visiting your dreams or showing you symbols. Have you been seeing 1111 333 feathers coins birds staring at you? These are not coincidences. These are divine alarms. And today heaven rings the loudest one yet, this message. Because something explosive is about to happen in your life. It can be a miracle or a disaster, depending on what you do next. God says, stop letting your past trauma convince you that you deserve pain. You don't. You were never meant to live a life of betrayal, confusion, and delay. But your heart has trusted the wrong people for too long. And now, the same people you called family, lover, or friend are the ones silently working against you. But here's the miracle, they won't succeed. Because you are being rescued. This message is the rope pulling you out of the trap before it's too late. Jesus is begging for you to fast, to pray, to separate from that one person he's been warning you about. Your spirit knows who they are. You felt drained every time you talked to them. You felt confusion after being around them. That's not random. That's your spirit reacting to poison. But you've been too emotionally attached to walk away. Until now, God says if you don't walk away by July 10th, they will walk away first, and they'll leave behind destruction. They'll take something precious with them. Something you didn't even know was connected to them. And the pain will hit you like a storm. But it doesn't have to happen that way. You can change it. Right now, if you choose light over confusion, if you choose truth over fake peace, if you choose to finally believe that Jesus is not warning you to scare you, He's warning you to save you. Your future is still waiting. But the path you're on is leading you in the wrong direction. It's time to turn around, to delete that number, to end that connection, to stop replying to that person who keeps lying to you, to break the curse that has kept you stuck in a cycle of heartbreak and poverty. There is something massive being prepared for you, a blessing that will change your address, your finances, your relationships, your confidence, your entire identity. But before the blessing comes, the betrayal must be exposed. And that's what will happen around the 12th of July. You'll see someone's true colors. You'll overhear something. You'll accidentally find something. You'll be shocked. But God says, don't cry, rejoice. Because that exposure is your release. Jesus is begging for you to understand this. If you let go of what's hurting you, you'll finally make space for what's healing you. And He has been sending healers into your life, but you've been too distracted by fake connections to notice them. The person who is meant to love you, really love you, is closer than you think. But they can't enter a space that's already occupied by lies. Free yourself before July 12th. Or you'll miss your chance. And the pain will be unbearable. And Jesus will still love you, but He'll weep for what you lost. This is not a message of fear. This is a message of fire. Divine fire. Heavenly intervention. Prophetic warning. Urgent deliverance. You are being called out of darkness, out of confusion, out of delay. You are being called into clarity, peace, and a new chapter. But the choice is yours. Jesus can knock. But only you can open the door. Someone is jealous of your light. They're trying to dim it. But it's too late. You've been marked by God. You are chosen. And the enemy's plans will fail. But you must not cooperate with your enemies anymore. Silence is no longer an option. Spiritual ignorance is no longer an option. It's time to walk in authority. This is your moment. Don't miss it. July 12th is close. But you are closer to your breakthrough than your breakdown. Only if you obey now. Jesus is begging. Listen. God says, this is not something to delay. Not something to ignore. Not something to put aside for even one more moment. You must hear this now, because something deeply serious is about to unfold, and heaven has been crying for your attention. Jesus Himself is weeping and pleading, yes, for you. This is no ordinary day, and this is not an ordinary message. The date has been seen. the hour is written. July 12th holds something extremely serious. It is not just a day on the calendar. It is a spiritual turning point, a divine mark in the heavens where your name, your destiny, and your life path intersect with a danger so deep, and yet a miracle so near. You have been chosen to read this, not by accident but by divine orchestration. There is a warning in this, yes, but also a protection. There is fear, yes, but also a shield of light. And you must open your heart wide, for what is coming is either going to shake you or save you, depending on whether you listen now. Jesus is not speaking this lightly. He is not whispering anymore. He is crying loudly, desperately, because the pain that might come to you is not necessary if only you listen. There is something hidden in your surroundings, something so quiet you didn't notice, yet it has been working against you. A trap, a plan, a delay disguised as safety, and yet even deeper than that is a force, a person, a spirit, watching you. Someone with a dark intention toward your soul, your mind, your progress. They have seen your light, and they are jealous. They have seen your destiny, and they are terrified of it. Because if you walk into what God has planned for you, their lies will fall, their masks will shatter, their plans will fail. They are working quickly. They have given you fake peace, false silence, and distraction. But heaven has intervened. God is shouting from the heavens today. You must hear this. He is calling your spirit, your heart, your destiny into the center of His protection. You must not walk blindly into July 12th, without this divine message written on your soul. Jesus says, "Tell them I am weeping for them. Not because I am weak, but because they are being fooled." The enemy has planted a soft lie in your life. It's subtle. It's disguised. It looks like peace, like a good person, like a blessing, but it is not. It is a cover, a fog, a curtain over the deeper truth. But God is pulling back the curtain now. God says, you are not abandoned. You are not cursed. But you are being warned because your life is precious. Something is coming, and you can't see it yet. But God sees it. And because of His great love for you, He will not let you walk into it unprotected. But you have to do something first. You have to open your heart and fully surrender. You must release the people you're still holding on to, even though God has told you to let them go. You must walk away from the relationship you know is spiritually draining you. You must stop the pattern that is killing your joy silently. And above all, you must pray. Pray with urgency. Pray like Jesus is sitting beside you crying. Because He is. Heaven is not distant in this moment. It is fully watching and fully engaged. The angels are hovering. Archangel Michael is on assignment. And yet, if you delay in listening, the forces set against you will move. That's why the message is serious. That's why Jesus is begging. You've been through a lot. You've cried in silence. You've smiled while broken. You've helped others while feeling ignored yourself. And yet God saw it all. None of it was wasted. But now, something more important is happening. The danger is not your past. The danger is what is approaching on the 12th of July. There is something spiritually charged about that day. Someone has spoken something against you. They think you don't know. They think you're blind to their true nature. But God saw. And now, God is revealing. You are going to walk straight into it. Into pain. Into confusion. Into delay. But God is interrupting that plan right now. That's why you're here. That's why you're reading this. Listen to the voice of God inside your spirit. It's not the loudest voice, but it is the most powerful. It has been nudging you. It's been showing you signs. It's been giving you dreams. You thought those dreams were random. But they weren't. They were heaven whispering warnings and secrets. One of those dreams where someone called your name, that wasn't a dream. That was an angel trying to wake you up. The strange feeling you had last week when you walked into that room. That was not your imagination. That was the Holy Spirit showing you where not to go. And now this message is the final sign before something heavy falls into place. But it doesn't have to fall on you. God has made a way out. It's invisible to most. It's hidden. But it's right there, wrapped in obedience, tied in surrender, and opened through prayer. That miracle you've been begging for, it's attached to your obedience in this moment. That breakthrough you thought would never come. It is literally at the door, waiting for you to turn the handle by faith. Jesus says this again, if they leave this unread, if they ignore this moment, they will cry so much later. But if they listen, everything will change. July 10th is a spiritual gate. Behind it, for some, is disaster. For others, it's divine protection. For you, it depends on this moment. What you choose today. What you let go of. What you run toward. What you stop doing. What you choose to believe. Because belief is not passive, it opens doors. God is still willing to rewrite what the enemy tried to schedule. But he can't do it without your surrender. Yes, your surrender. Stop playing small. Stop hiding your truth. Stop ignoring the calling on your life. Stop waiting for others to believe in you. Stop letting fear talk you out of destiny. You have a purpose. There is a reason you're still alive after all that pain. There's a reason the devil couldn't kill you. There's a reason you survived what others didn't. Because your name is written in heaven's light. But if you forget who you are now, the enemy will try to rename you in darkness. Jesus is interceding for you right now. Jesus is interceding for you right now. He's praying for you. Imagine that heaven's King on his knees, praying to the Father about you. You are not alone. And what's coming can't destroy you if you walk in God's instruction. But you have to act. You have to pray. You have to anoint your space. You have to forgive that person. You have to cut off that unhealthy tie. You have to cry if needed. But most of all, you must return to God fully. Because there is something big He's about to give you, but only if you're spiritually prepared. Something involving a letter, a name, a conversation that will expose someone's truth, a relocation, a financial miracle. But before the blessing, the spiritual war intensifies. That's why the warning is here. The devil knows what God is about to give you. He's panicking. And he's using someone close to try and blind you. Someone you keep defending. Someone you keep believing in. Someone who keeps draining you. But no more. God says, enough. If you don't walk away, you will cry. But if you obey now, everything will shift. Heaven is prepared. Angels are assigned. A shield of divine light is ready to surround you. But you must declare this with your mouth. God, I surrender. I choose you over fear. Over lies. Over confusion. I choose truth. I choose destiny. I choose your voice. Say it out loud. Say it even through tears. Say it even if you're afraid. Because God is going to shield you. This is not the end. This is the warning before the victory. July 12th will come. And when it does, if you listen today, you will be protected. You will rise. You will see why God will rise. You will see why God sent this message. It was not fear. It was love. And you will remember these words. Jesus cried for me. Because heaven still believes in me. Now it's your turn to believe too. Pray. Surrender. Obey. And watch everything change. If you believe in God, type Amen.